The National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, has called on the federal government to clear the air on the alleged plan to replace the Tertiary Education Trust Fund TETFUND with the Nigerian Education Loan Fund NELFUND by 2030 through the tax reform bills, which is being scrutinized by nationals. Today, Afeez for education in Lagos at the 86th National Senate sitting and pre-convention event says the federal government should explain in clear terms its future plans for TETFUND and the tax reform bills as to whether the proposed tax reform will in any way negatively affect the agency or not, known and clear to all Nigerians. Akinteye noted that adequate funding of education at all levels is important to bring genuine development to any country without Nigeria in exemption. The national president of NANS, Emonefe, applauded Nigerian students for their support union at all levels, assuring them of continuous serving their interests. The chairman of Council of Students Union President Southeast Zone, Samuel Eze, said NANS is fostering national unity among students, underscoring the importance of the association to students. Over 5,000 student leaders at national, geopolitical zone, state and campus levels from across Nigeria were in attendance.
Sincerely, we have seen people laying different fears about that. But on the issue of tax reform, we must agree that is a fine policies from the federal government. If you go through the tax reform and the way they are going to make masses not to, the poor masses not to pay, and also reduce some level of the masses that pay. They want those that have the money, those that have make more profit to pay. So we believe it is a good policy from the government. But we also already fear that people are saying that TETFUND will not be funded at the year 2030. I want the federal government to please be more elaborate on that aspect. That people are saying education will not be more funded properly when the tax refund has been implemented. Though with what we've seen, we have not seen where that fear is coming from. But we believe the federal government will also look for an avenue to communicate properly on this tax refund. It's a fine policy, it's a good one that we believe that our tax in this country, if it is being reformed and it's being followed properly, it will also make development to happen to the country. So we are happy with it. The students, we are okay with it. We appreciate the president for bringing such initiative, but we want them to be more elaborate on the issue of TETFUND not more getting funded, or if it is not going to be so.
NANS is strongly behind the TETFUND, but according to the presidential spokesperson, he said it does not have anything to do with TETFUND. We are going to make our position public and our stand during the public hearing. But TETFUND, for we to state it here, is one of the good things that has happened to Nigerian students and our tertiary institution, including even our lecturers, because they do research, they get capacity building, knowledge to impart into Nigerian students. There is no campus you will go in this federation, you will not see the impact of TETFUND. So TETFUND is a revolutionary agency that is transforming our institution.